All right, everybody. I am so excited here today. This is Tracy Walker, and I have one of our amazing team members, business partners, and customers here with me today, Miss Camille McAtee. How are you, Camille?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I am doing absolutely amazing. And I want to thank you for your time here to share a little bit about what's been happening with you over the last couple of months or so. So I know that you're kind of working, but you took some time out. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just get started. So, Camille, how did you even learn about Heart and Body Naturals? And how did you even become a customer? How did you find out about us?
I found out through Janet Green. She's also my auntie and she also works for HBN. She told me about the Slimmer Challenge, and that what made me focus on trying to do the Slimmer Challenge because I was already on a journey. So I started taking the product and she introduced me.
Got it. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, the Slimmer Challenge is actually our 90-day weight loss challenge, right? And so it is absolutely amazing. People love it. The company actually pays you to lose weight, okay? Like if you lose between 20 and 29 pounds, the company will pay you $4 per pound that you lose. You lose between 30 and 39 pounds, they'll pay you $6 per pound lost. 40 to 49 pounds, they'll pay you $8 per pound lost. And if you lose 50 pounds or more, they'll pay you $500. All right. So Camille was introduced to HBN through Pastor Janet because she was interested in the Slimmer Challenge. Okay. Great. So you get started, you get the Slimmer, and Slimmer is an actual product that we have at HBN. So you get started, Camille, you purchased the Slimmer. And what was your goal in your weight loss journey initially? What were you looking for the challenge to help you do?
To help me more navigate what I was doing. I was already on the journey and I heard about the challenge. So I want to incorporate that also.
Okay. So you start with, you get the product in the mail, right? It comes. And then what happens? Do you just bust it open and start right away? Or what happened? What's that story?
Well, when I started taking it and I noticed how it would make me feel when I take it and go to sleep and wake up. I would wake up with headaches, but once I started taking the product would ease my headaches in the morning. It was like when I wake up, I was rejuvenated. And I noticed when I didn't take the product, I would wake up with headaches. So once I started taking the product more, I started reading about it. And once I started reading about it, it was telling me that it would help with my sugar levels and consult with your doctor because it would do this, it would do that. But once I actually read the product and found out it would help with sugar levels, I started testing my sugar against
it. Okay. So now why were you concerned with your sugar levels? Do you were you diagnosed with anything in particular, or were you just looking for your sugar levels to be at a certain point?
Repeat that for me, because I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I said, why were you interested in your sugar levels? Were you diagnosed with anything in particular, or did you just have an interest in keeping track of your sugar levels?
Well, I was diagnosed 3 years ago with diabetes. They didn't introduce me to any pills. They offered me insulin right off the bat. And I've been on insulin for 3 years now. Once I started reading more about the product and noticing the information in it, I started studying myself. I noticed when I would go to the doctor, they don't tell you that if your sugar levels isn't over 150, don't take anything. I was hospitalized last year for inflammation, and I noticed they didn't give me any insulin the time that I was in the hospital. Okay. And when I asked them about it, they said, well, your sugar levels was never over 150, so we didn't have to give you any insulin. So once I started taking the product, I started testing my insulin levels before I would take my medicine. And once I started doing that, I noticed that my sugar levels would drop once I took the Slimmer. It tells you to take it twice a day, but I take it 3 times. I take it once in the morning, once at lunch, and once at dinner.
Okay.
And I notice each time I take it, it lowers my sugar level. So as of 62 days, I haven't had any insulin. Just taking only natural products from Slimmer.
Wait a minute. Let's back up. So you have been taking insulin for 3 years. And how often,
Yes.
how many times per day were you taking your insulin?
I will take a long-acting insulin in the morning when I wake up, and I would take 3 shots of insulin per meal. So if I ate 3 meals, I would take 3 shots. So if I ate breakfast, I would take a shot after breakfast.
Okay.
If I ate lunch, I would take a shot after lunch, and it would just go on. So I was taking about 4 insulins a day, 2 different kinds, but I was shooting myself 4 times. So once in the morning when I first wake up, once for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay. And so then you start taking Slimmer. You start seeing that your levels were going lower. You began to start taking the Slimmer 3 times a day. So what were you doing with your insulin?
Right.
You just decided, you just said you didn't.
Actually, the insulin that I had open, I threw it away. I actually called Janet on live, and I was like, "It's been over 30 days. Guess what? I'm gonna throw this away." So my first 2 bottles of insulin has went in the trash.
Oh my goodness! And so, how did that make you feel to be able to do that?
It made me feel good. So I scheduled an appointment to see my doctor, and I go in September, and I just can't wait to hear the results of my A1C.
Okay, so now for those who don't know, what's A1C do? What does that tell you?
The A1C levels will tell your doctor how your insulin levels has been over the past 90 days, which it will give them a 3-month radius of how high your sugar levels has been.
Okay. And so you're going to go in September. You're going to be expecting this amazing report. And what would be the most amazing thing that you could hear your doctor say? What do you expect your doctor to be able to say to you?
To tell me I don't have to take any more medicine that I haven't been taking anyway. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to hearing the doctor say, your sugar levels is excellent.
So 62 days as of today, no shots of insulin at all. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, 0 times. And this is all being done with Slimmer, by which initially you didn't get Slimmer for that. You got Slimmer to participate in the weight loss challenge, but then realized how powerful it was in helping regulate your blood sugar. Was that surprising to you?
It was. It helps also with high blood pressure. I haven't took any blood pressure medicine within the 60 days.
Okay, so you were also taking the.
So it's a 3-in-1. My blood pressure. I would take my blood pressure once a day in the morning when I get up. I would take my medicine once a day. But when I checked it, I was like, okay, 116 over 60. I said that's pretty low. I don't need any medicine. So as of taking the Slimmer, I look at it as a 3-in-1. It helps with losing weight, it helps with my sugar levels, and it helps with my blood pressure. So if I can get all with one, I ain't got to do but mix it with my smoothie or whatever I'm drinking. I'm fine with it. I don't have to stick myself, so I'm fine with it. So plants over pills any day.
Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. So no more sticking yourself, and you just take what? You take a scoop of Slimmer, and you stick it in. You said a smoothie, and do you do it any other type of way? Do you put it in like in juice or something like that?
Lately, I've been taking like a little shot cup, and I put a scoop of Slimmer, some of my sugar-free lemonade, shake it up, and I just drink it like that. Versus having to drink it with my whole smoothie, I've now started taking it as a shot and just drinking it like that and going getting it over with and moving on.
All right. And how does Slimmer taste? Does it taste good? Or what it tastes like?
You really, when you mix it with something, you can't taste anything. So I don't take it by itself, so I couldn't tell you how it tastes, because it actually tastes like whatever you're drinking. It mixes well. It's very fine powder. It mixes very well. And so whatever you're taking with it, that's what it normally tastes like.
Okay. Well, listen, Camille, this is an amazing, amazing journey and testimonial. If there's anybody that's watching this that has high blood pressure, or they are taking insulin, maybe due to them being a diabetic, and they are, or they may be looking to lose weight, what would you recommend they do?
To tell the truth, change your eating habits along with the product. If you decide to do the product, change your eating habits, because that will play a factor. Just because it aids in helping you doesn't mean to eat whatever. You still got to live the lifestyle of eating right. So if you've been eating like you're supposed to eat as a diabetic and taking the slimmer with it, it will help you 100%.
All right. So I think you guys heard it. Camille says, get yourself some slimmer, make some better health choices when it comes down to eating. And guys, by all means, consult with your physician. This was not designed to make any medical claims at all, or to guarantee that it is going to cure or do anything in particular for anybody. This is just Camille sharing her journey, her story, and how it's been working for her. So Camille, thank you so much for sharing with us on the day.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So guys, you heard it. Get back with the person that shared this information with you guys and get your slimmer today. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.